Hello everyone and welcome back to another bullet journaling video. Let's light up this fall candle because it is September, and as far as I'm concerned, the minute it hits September, I am in full fall and Halloween mode. So this month's theme is definitely going to reflect that. So this month there isn't any like cute little title, it's literally just sunflowers and ghosts. So buckle up, these are the colors we're going for. Very fall, very yellow with some green and some like, I don't know, umber colors. But you know what I mean, like chestnut browns. Anyway, here we go. We're starting off strong. We're starting with the title. I've picked this really pretty calligraphy, what's the other word, cursive script for my title. Again, my secret to all my font success is by Googling different fonts and then kind of imitating them in my bullet journal. Now we are on to that left side of the page, my title page. This one is super fun to do. I would say this theme is pretty easy. If you can doodle, you can do this theme. So I'm working on sunflowers right now, as you can see, and some other little ferns, I guess you could say. But sunflowers are honestly pretty freaking easy to draw. They can be a little wonky and they still look really cute. And that's my favorite part about sunflowers. I feel like they're really forgiving flowers to draw. So as you can see, I got a good start with my sunflowers, and now I'm going in with my calendar on the right side of the page. This is my reading bullet journal, so I like to track the days I read or listen to audiobooks or do both on this title page. Now I'm working on the ghost, and I'm here to tell you that ghosts are incredibly easy to draw. All you have to do is kind of simulate fabric flowing on the bottom, and then the top half is just two eyeballs. It does not get any easier, and it doesn't get any cuter. So here we go. There was a little washi tape transition. I use pretty much the same washi tape throughout all my spreads, which is basically unheard of for me. I love to use as much washi tape as possible, but this theme I kept it pretty consistent. So go me. Now I am just working on coloring in those sunflowers that I, outlined earlier. I am using a darker kind of yellow green for the sunflower stems and all the like greenery in the foreground, and then there is a lighter green I'm using kind of in the background to add a little bit of depth. Right now I'm going in with a brown. Well, I started going with brown, then I realized I needed to do grass first, and then I go in with brown for the dirt. So I did feel like I needed to anchor my ghost in some earth, I guess. So I added some brown to the bottom here, and I just deepened it around the base of the ghost and in the corners. And yeah, and I go back in and fiddle with some more of the grass. I don't outline all of the grass, I just outline the pieces that I want more attention, that I want to be pushed forward. Now we're back onto the right side of the page. I'm gonna put Days Red right here, but I wanted, a fun little place to put those words, so I just block out a little rectangle, put some sunflowers on either side, and then you'll see me go in with my stamps right here. I thought this theme would be perfect to use stamps with. I don't know, some themes just scream stamps, I guess. So this theme was one of them. I knew I wanted to use my text stamps. It's around this point where I felt like my ghost needed an atmosphere to live in, so I go in with this soft, warm gray, and I just add a little gradient to the top, nothing crazy. And now we are moving on to the second spread. If you noticed, I did skip a page. I am using some Copic knockoff alcohol markers, and they bleed through, so I do skip a page between each spread. And now we are on to my Days Red spread. As you can see, I threw a sunflower in the top corner of the left page and then a ghost in the bottom corner of the right page. And I've added 8 boxes for hopefully the 8 books I will read in September. I made them a little smaller this month. In the past, I usually do 6 books with bigger boxes, but I think I'm going to read a little bit more this month, so I wanted to make room for 8 possible books. And the rest of this theme honestly flies by really fast. This is a really simple spread. There's not much to it. The biggest thing is that I do cut my washi tape around my ghost and my sunflower stem. That's about the biggest thing I do here. Otherwise, I'm just coloring things in. I will be using my text stamps again for this page, and that's pretty much it for this spread. There you have it, super simple, and we are moving on to the third spread. So this page is going to be my big calendar page. As you can see, I am just penning that in really quick. I am writing the days of the week on the bottom this month just to shake things up a little bit. But now we are going in with many a sunflower on this spread. I'm going to be drawing 5 total, and yeah, just sit back, relax, and enjoy me drawing some sunflowers. Again, they're really easy, they're really fun to do. Honestly, the wonkier the better. The more movement you give to your lines when drawing sunflowers, the more interesting and fun they will be. A little tip when it comes to the sunflowers, I go in with this like burnt yellow for the center of the sunflower, and then I go back in with a brown to deepen up the very center, and then add some specks to it, I guess, and some more definition to the very outer edge. And I threw in some little grass pieces, and then I stamped in September at the top, throwing in some more washi tape. And then I'm going to start on my little ghost friend. This is my favorite part by far, is this little ghost over here holding a sunflower. It is so adorable, so freaking cute. I love how I don't have to draw hands when it comes to ghosts. I just have to draw their little nubby little hands. I just love it so much. The key to making this ghost as cute as possible is that he's really leaning from behind the calendar. He's leaning out, like peeking from behind. And I really tried to capture, like, you know, the movement of the sheet. And I do use that same, like, warm gray tone to add some shadows to his sheet as well. And that's that. We are moving on to my final spread this month. I usually have another spread. I usually, you know, goal track and all that sort of thing. But honestly, I am so busy this time of year, gearing up for Halloween and having a Halloween sale with my small business, that my goals, I couldn't be bothered. So we are moving right along to the last spread. Here's my washi tape. This one is going to have a Spooky Reads TBR on the left side here that I'm working on. And then the right side, as always, is going to be my monthly favorite read. I'm taking a moment to block out where I'm going to be pasting a picture of my favorite book, because I'm doing that same warm gray gradient at the top, just like how I did on the first page. I like mirroring my first spread to my last spread. I've been doing that the past few months and it really works for me. Now I'm working on the ghost for this spread. He's reading a book. How cute is that? Well, at least he's trying to read, because I made his face kind of like he's confused or concentrating really hard, which is just extra adorable. We're going back in on that calligraphy. It's the same calligraphy I used on the first spread, and I decided to do some like little ferns around my TBR list just to add that green color back in somewhere. And I plan on hopefully reading 13 spooky books this spooky season. So I will have a little checklist there to hopefully get those books all read. And then back on this right side, I'm just coloring in my ghost book. As you can see, I put some sunflowers on either side of that square I have left open. And yeah, pretty freaking easy, I will say. I'm just going in with my text stamps now to finish things up. And there you have it. It is time for the final flip through. As you can see, I have added a few things here and there, like a drop shadow to my calligraphy, and also I added some words to the top of this page because I thought it was looking a little bare. So I threw in a quote, which is actually the last lines of a little poem I wrote last September. It says, "And the crickets sing the song of September, the final chorus of summer." Now here is the close-up of my second spread. Very simple, very easy, just waiting to be filled in. And now we're moving on to the calendar page. I really like how this one turned out. The way that September is this year, it just allowed for a ton of space at the top, and I'm really glad I put all those sunflowers up there by the title. And again, I love my little ghost peeking out from behind. Super, super fun. And finally, the last spread. I was going to fill in my Spooky Reads TBR, but I didn't have time, and I'm still not sure what I want to read yet, so I will get to that eventually. But here is that last page. I added some greenery around those sunflowers, and there's my ghost trying to read a book. So cute. I hope you guys liked this really fun and simple theme that's both summer and fall at the same time. I hope you guys liked it. I hope you were inspired. And more than anything, I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!